Subscribe to Tiny Tales Studio.
Welcome to Everkind Village, a place where magic dances with every breeze and adventure waits around every corner. Today we follow Aryan and Meera as they uncover something long forgotten. Aryan and Meera stepped softly into the whispering woods, drawn by a strange, quiet feeling, like the trees themselves were calling. Through a curtain of willow branches, a secret clearing opened up, glowing still and waiting. They looked around. The path was gone. Every direction looked the same. They weren't scared, but something was different. Just then, from beneath the trees, an old turtle slowly stepped forward. His shell was mossy, his eyes were kind. They sat together beneath the biggest tree, and the turtle began to speak.
These aren't ordinary trees,
he said.
These willows, they weep memories.
Tully's voice was gentle.
Long ago, kind souls came here to remember those who had no one left to remember them.
Aryan and Meera knelt among the stones. Each one held a story buried beneath moss and time. Meera placed her hand on the ground. A gentle glow rose from the earth. Not magic, but memory. Aryan pressed his hand to one stone. Eyes closed. He didn't know whose name it was, but he remembered them anyway. Meera placed a hand over her heart, because sometimes remembering begins right there. Golden dust lifted into the air. Shapes appeared. Not spirits, but echoes. Hands held hands. Smiles lingered. The trees remembered what others had forgotten. The wind lifted the willow leaves, swirling them into the shape of a child and an elder. Only for a moment, but it was enough. A breeze passed through the grove, a goodbye, and a thank you. The grove didn't feel empty anymore. It felt full of love, of stories, of peace.
You didn't need to know the names, little ones. You only needed to care enough to listen.
Aryan carved the letter E into a fresh stone, not for a name, but for Everkind. Back on the map of Everkind Village, something new began to glow. The Weeping Willow Circle had been remembered. A single golden leaf floated down into Aryan's palm. He held it as if it were the most important thing in the world. Aryan and Meera sat side by side, watching the grove shimmer. More stones glowed now. More names, more stories. As they left the circle, Meera gently took Aryan's hand. They didn't say anything. They didn't need to. The stones stood quietly. The willows swayed. The light lingered. The story lived on. One old willow stood taller than the rest, a soft heart-shaped knot in its bark. It had seen everything, and it remembered. Meera cradled the golden leaf as they walked away. Not all memories live in places. Some live in your hands. Above the grove, two starry outlines held hands in the sky. The wind whispered gently,